Memorial Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Clemson Tigers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Jordan. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Miller with the ball. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Jet. Shift. Level. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. After the run, now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this This guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he makes the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Looking left. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. A run for the quarterback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scramble.
Might have a chance. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Jordan. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Keep. Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Still go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The run to the left. Here's a little room there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Reynolds. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Johnson. Couldn't really get started there, pick up a 1 to the 35. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Here we go. Ready. 20.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the games, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing them.
There he goes. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position almost.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments.
Ready, go!
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. Play 29, on the runner. Go, go.
To throw, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll try the left side. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Touchdown, Clemson. Rolled his way into the end zone.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback. is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Complete on the left to Williams. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it. It's Miller. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to pull his way in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, With that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 24 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Ole Miss, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. The give is to Miller. And they get him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with... Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Still on his feet at the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Got a man. It's Jordan. There he goes. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now
and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Could be an alley. The 50, the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The handoff to Johnson. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This quarterback part of their running game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop it for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but
maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and they're...
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 2nd down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to the ground game on the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready. 1, go.
The snap sets up to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Running inside. It's Jordan. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.